Now for a quick Devar Torah. This week's Parsha begins, of course, Bemidbar. We begin the book Bemidbar. In English, it's referred to as Numbers. And the English version has to do with the fact that we do a lot of counting in this book. You know, that they've noticed that every time we turn around, there's another census taken of the Jewish people in the desert, in the wilderness. The Hebrew Bemidbar means in the wilderness, which is a much more apt name in certain ways, because the idea is we were in the wilderness. And what happens is the Jewish people are organized. Israel's organized into tribes, and every tribe has its leader, they have their flag. Every tribe has a separate mission. But the tribes are organized around the tabernacle. In the middle of the camp is the tabernacle. So this is sort of coming to teach us something very deep. Excuse me. That every individual, we're counting, every individual counts. And there's no extra person. Everybody matters. Every tribe has its mission. That not all tribes have the same mission, not all people have the same abilities. So every tribe has its mission. And they have their flag, which represent them. But they're united around the Torah. They're united around the tabernacle. Meaning that yes, we all have separate missions, etc. But we are all united in a common cause. And we're in the wilderness because around us, the wilderness means there's no order. It's, we're basically facing a disorderly world. We're bringing order to that world within ourselves. Now, this is sort of to hearken back in 1789. George Washington was inaugurated as president. It was the first president. And one of the things that he did was he took his oath of office on a Bible. And not just any Bible, he actually took it on a Masonic Bible. So to show that that while every religion is important, there's no state religion in the United States. All religions are equal, as it were. But he also chose a particular passage. He chose Genesis 49. Why that particular passage? That's where Jacob is blessing his sons. And there were 12 sons. Jacob is giving them a blessing to show, and remember, there are 13 states. And Jacob recognizes that each son has his own abilities. Each son has his own mission, but they have to be united to a common cause. So he's sort of like saying to the United States, every state is individual. Every state has its own ideas. But unless you're united together around a common cause, in this case, the Constitution, then it doesn't mean anything. Freedom doesn't mean anything if you're all disunited. If you want to protect freedom, you have to be united around something. So that's basically what we have to learn from this week's Parsha. Something to think about.